Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Upsurge Premier League for Rainbow Six Siege. We got a lot of exciting action ahead of us because it is the last day of our regular season before we head into playoffs. We're going to be playing up against Wichita Wolves and Premier Esports. I'm going to be joined by Saxy Maxey, probably the best name I've had in a while to introduce. Maxey, how are you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling really good to be here, Jasmine. I appreciate the name compliment there. A lot of people really don't pronounce it right, and I get called sexy a lot. Really boosts the confidence.
Fair enough. So we're just getting all R's here. Let me just make sure we're ready. And as you can see by the map end screen, we'll be hopping into Clubhouse now. This is a pretty important game for both of these teams. If you actually will check the Wikipedia real quickly to see where these teams stand, because I'm fairly certain this isn't a system. So it's a system where right now there's two teams in the regular seasons on both conferences, Rogue and Raven, that have forfeited. So instead of having 7 teams, we have 6, and that 6th team gets basically pushed out of playoff contention. Well, both of these teams are not in that spot right now, but Premier are currently 3-1 and they're sitting at 3rd place. Now, I actually don't know if they can come out of that and get 2nd off of this, but if they get 1st or 2nd, basically what that means is I think they get a better seeding in the playoffs. Yes, they get immediately placed into the quarterfinals instead of having to play in a play-in session right before that. So, judging by the points, Unreal Nightmare are 4-1 right now with 12 points, and I think that means that Premier can actually end up tying them and getting a better round differential. Premier have a -1, while Unreal Nightmare have a +1. So Premier need about 2 more rounds. I think they need, in this case, they would need 3 rounds in order to make that number 2 spot. So up against Wichita Wolves, if they want to get that 3rd spot, they're going to have to end up getting at least a 7-3 victory, as far as I know. I could be really bad at math, which is very true. So other than that, I think we're ready to hop in, hopefully. Once both of these teams are ready, we'll be going into Clubhouse for this final best of 1 of the season.
I'm excited.
See what happens. I'm not sure. I think Wichita Wolves are... There we go. All right, we're ready to go. Map number 1. Actually, the only map of Clubhouse going to get underway. Always a very exciting, always a very balanced map. So, super excited to hop into it.
And we will see what the bans come out. I'm sure there will be a Thatcher ban, probably a Kaid ban as well. Just a standard Clubhouse at this point.
Yeah, Clubhouse really has found its way into the meta. Thatcher, Maverick, Kaid, I don't know if I see that too much, but it can happen, definitely. Let's see what happens here as ban number 1 going to get underway. It's going to be that Thatcher, as we've always talked about. Not only a very popular ban in ranked, but also a very popular ban in competitive siege. It always tends to find itself on that edge of that sword, obviously, because he's just such a good operator, and taking him out, it's going to make a lot of struggles here. Maverick, also another ban, very common on this map.
Obviously, also wouldn't be surprised to see the Echo ban.
Maestro, also a very popular ban. Mira is also going to be taken off here, which just leaves Wichita Wolves shooting themselves in the legs here. They really can. They have the choice of keeping either a Maestro or an Echo. It really just comes down to personal preference at this point, and it does seem like they are going to keep the Maestro. Always a smart move. Maestro is a very powerful operator with an 81 bullet magazine. What else is there to love about him? So it's going to be our ban phase concluded, and Clubhouse getting underway here. Round number 1, Wichita Wolves on the defensive half. Okay, so we have an interesting breakthrough here, as Church Arsenal is going to be the first bomb site. Now, usually, obviously, the more popular bomb site is the upstairs, the CCTV, but right. In recent games, really, that bottom site has become fairly popular for whatever reason. I mean, it can be a very strong site in the right hands, so we'll have to see if that comes to fruition here. Obviously, they have 6 rounds to work this out, but let's see what Wichita Wolves can get.
We have been seeing a lot of new strategies, new YouTube videos coming out on how to counter bandit charges going on that CCTV wall. Vertical play in terms of being able to shoot up through the ceiling and just be able to take that out and get a hard breach to get that wall open. And once that wall is open, it's so hard to defend that site, especially with an attacking team just swarming in around you.
Yeah, and you can also get a Zoph underneath and start to just blow it up to get that kill. I'm not sure who Trashmeister. I don't know if that's actually somebody named Trashmeister. Oh, it is just somebody named Trash with the Meister at the end. I thought that was an alt, but a lot of these Wichita Wolves players I personally have seen play before. I used to cast Devil actually quite a bit here, so this is going to be one of the first times that I've done it. It's been quite a while since I've casted Devil. Super excited to do that, but Wichita Wolves on the basement take here, and Premier, let's see what they can do here. They have a 2 hard breach set up. Obviously Ace is not in the competitive pool right now. He's still under that quarantine phase, but once that Ace gets brought in, we could see a huge meta shift in all of these maps. But right now we're stuck with our classic Thermite Hibana combo, as Premier Esports is looking to already take top floor, and there's no roamers to stop Premier, so it should be fairly simple.
They're gonna be able to go ahead and pop those hatches without any trouble. Not gonna be able to push through container there, as it's electrified. We do see 3 members of Premier over here. We're looking to push down, get that hatch open. We do see the thermite charge going down on top of the hatch.
Ooh, Impact Strike actually gonna miss that one. So the thermite charge, the unlikely, wow, what the heck are we looking? That is the weirdest combination I've seen. But the unlikely thermite charge actually gonna be very successful without a single Impact Strike landing. Honestly, I thought that would happen. I thought that thermite charge would be impacted, because usually it's way easier to Impact Strike the thermite charge. You want to save the thermite charge for dirt and then for the church wall, but now that you have one gone, as it seems like a roamer has been spotted. That is Mental, starting to make his way over to main stairs. Jello holding the angle with a G8A1. A fight he most likely shouldn't lose here as he crosses the corner. Oh, he will! Ooh. Nice shot there from Mental, and he's trying to rotate away, but another beautiful shot here by Demon, and it's going to be an even man count, but really good. Able to get away with a kill onto the IQ, but really great refrag there from Demon.
Now we see Demon opening up this floor a little bit, trying to be able to spot some heads down there. This Rexel looks to push down this hatch, get some angles. Flashbang's going out through the hatch there. About 39 seconds left here for Premier to push down to site. Now it looks like Sir Rexel and Demon are going to be pushing downstairs here. Just Sir Rexel, actually.
And Serial obviously rocking that really interesting combination. Executes coming on out from Premier. C4 gonna get eaten up by Serial. It's gonna be a 4 versus 3. Another C4 here by Trash, but it's refragged here. 821 Mayo gonna fall. Low-key looking to take this fight. Could be really important right now, but just ballerinaing around box 2. Low-key will win that fight. It's going to be a 2 versus 2. Plant will get denied by Trashmeister, however, and Low-key might have just locked himself out with that Goyo shield, and it's going to be round number 1 going to Wichita Wolves. Really great plant denial there from the Wichita Wolves, as 2 C4s ended up doing the trick, as well as a gunfight just taken by Trash, and no coverage, obviously, as the person who was at the bottom of main stairs was completely killed off, so there was no coverage of that hallway, and that allowed for Trash with the TCSG to cross in and get that kill. So Wichita Wolves going to take the basement site with quite a nice hold there. Great C4 play, and we're going to be going up into gym bedroom.
The 2 C4s on top of the time crunch there coming out from Premier, and it Wichita Wolves going to win that encounter. Just C4s ringing out, and then in terms of gunfights, they just winning that. We did see Jaeger on Wichita Wolves win that first gunfight up on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, I was really surprised, honestly, that the Jaeger was able to walk away with that gunfight, and regardless, it was a really important one. Alright, I wouldn't say important as much, because Mental actually ended up getting refragged immediately after. I feel like that was more important, but if Mental gotten away with a free 1, just right onto IQ, that could have been massive, but fortunately he wasn't able to in that case. It ended up coming down to, like you said, those C4s being ripped, 2 free kills for the side of Wichita Wolves. Now they're going to be avoiding once again the CC site, trying to stay a little bit unpredictable. They're going to be going into what is typically your tertiary bomb site of gym bedroom, and they're going to be holding that as you typically would with an extended hold here. Bringing in the Goyo strat, something that you would expect to see a lot, but honestly hasn't been in play too much. Let's see what Devil can make of it.
That's right. And I guess I am a little surprised to see him go to, you know, gym and bedroom here on second site. But like you said, staying unpredictable is the name of the game. We did see that refrag from mental, or sorry, onto mental in that first round, and the refrags being such an important part of this higher tier play style, always being in a position when you're on offense to refrag.
I really did. That was a really nice shot from Demon with the SMG-11 at quite the range, and refrags really are the name of this game quite a bit here. Mental already skimping out away a garage. I think he was trying to go for a play, but nothing just yet. A very slow take here as Premier just running their normal Thermite and Habana combination, but obviously with Trash on the Kaid, it really has been quite the difficulty to get certain walls open. That's why there was no dirt push by Premier, which could have really helped out, but it didn't. And now you already see Flashbangs coming on through here. Looks like a nade might do the job here of getting rid of that Electroclaw, or possibly any other piece of utility like a Zofia impact, but nothing just yet. That wall is still very much electrified, and Premier not finding a way to get around this. There it is. Actually, no, that doesn't get taken out still. As that wall's still going to be electrified. Another impact going to coming out. Oh, so it's actually in the corner. It's not on the wall. That's really smart, and it's going to stay there for quite some time.
You see Mental with the peek hole in the garage here, looking back up towards the roof. Not going to see anybody quite yet through that peek hole. Minute left here for Premier. Still no picks in the round yet.
This has been a really quiet one, as it seems like they still they're trying their hardest to get this jacuzzi, but they can't. It's just not falling right now, and it's really stalling out Premier. Even if it does get opened, they'll have about 30 seconds left to go for their execute. Nade, still the Electroclaw holds on. That thing is made of little reinforced steel. As
at this point, they can't go for that.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to beg for picks. There's a second impact, and it's still there. Mental getting away with the open pick right now. This is looking really rough for Premier as opening pick goes into the hands of Wichita Wolves. That Jaeger possibly going for a run out as well. This could be huge. 821 Mayo a kill onto Toph. Here comes the execute, but it's immediately met by a hellstorm of bullets, and now it's all up to Loki looking for his picks. He'll take down Devil, but that's about all he's going to get in this case. Actually, no, he will get Trash, but sitting right by him is going to be faded with a shotgun, and Wichita Wolves take round number 2 on their tertiary bomb site. Now going to be able to move over to CC as they would like. And so far, so good right now for the Wolves. Very strong defense there, and unfortunately, Premier focusing way too much on that Electroclaw that just literally would never break.
Right. Obviously, that wall was the biggest, factor of their push, and just spending a little bit too much time trying to get that wall open. I'm actually, we didn't really see too much droning there from Premier either to get in there and actually see where the Electroclaw was. I'm not even sure if they would have been able to get it with that nade through the, had they positioned the nade a little differently.
Right. And I think I know where the Electroclaw was. I'm pretty sure it was by the drone hole, but then the nade ended up not destroying the Electroclaw, so I'm still really confused as to where that Electroclaw was. My other guess is that it's by the beer hall entrance next to the pipes. I can't really think of where it would be. Yeah, I can't really think of anywhere else unless it was in between the pipes, and it's covering both walls somehow. I mean, the range was buffed a few months ago, so that could be it, but regardless, really good Kaid play here by Trash, and also gun skill. He's been able to walk away with 3 early frags this game so far, as round number 3 going to present us. Now, what I expect that Kaid is going to be used for is for, again, another tricky spot here, and it seems like that Kaid is actually going to go underneath. Now, that's smart in theory, but the problem is that they have an IQ, right? So Premier, once they get underneath control, or if they get underneath control, that's going to be pretty free for Premier to end up getting that Electric Claw. It really just does come down to if Premier are going to get that beneath control.
Right, and Smoke is going to make that hard. I'm guessing he's going to sit up there at the top of Red Stairs and just be looking down there, but it looks like Premier's going to try and make a push through Jacuzzi's side here.
No reinforcement, no indestructible Kaid Claw to actually save that one, but...
They get the wall this time.
I want to see where it was, so I'm hoping that... See, again, I think it's like near this pipeline, near the Jacuzzi wall, but I honestly have no idea. I might have to test that out myself. That might be the massive brain move here. But Wichita already, or sorry, Premier rather, making such a quick adjustment here. They're already going towards construction, but that stage hatch is open. Even if nobody is there, the threat of the C4s that Wichita so far have had quite the success rate with is really threatening here. And Wichita have so many options to rotate. As you can see, Mental, that kind of lurker, already looking to make that happen as he's making his way in the basement. But right now, Premier have the time to start going for this wall. So, albeit if there's nobody able to get to the stage as quickly as possible, or if Trash doesn't Kaid trick it.
Yeah, so 3 in construction from Premier already, looking to drone that in. Push into sight there, you know, quite a bit of roam happening from the Wichita Wolves right here, and Mental's actually able to get that opening pick onto Jello.
Well, we talked about IQ and how easy it might be to get that Electric Claw, but it never happened. The IQ is now dead. Here comes an Electric Claw trick. That might be just in time right now, as there's no detonation from the Thermite because of a Mute Jammer, and there goes the Electro Claw. So not only is there a Mute Jammer on that wall, but now there's an Electric Claw. I actually didn't think about that, so he's delaying time right now. Mental a double kill now as he takes down Demon. The Kite spotted out here. Great shot there by Toph, saving his own life, trying to look for the kill onto Trash. He's able to get it, but that wall is still Electroclawed and Mute Jammed. 50 seconds remaining right now. Wolves, they have the man advantage, but for how long is Mental barely living off of the HP that he has? And Premier starting to kind of creep up here from that construction side.
Mayo ate some shots there as well, so Rexel gets the pick onto Mental, finally finishing him off. Brings it to a 3v3 with only 26 seconds left here in round 3. It's Toph on a double kill now.
Good shot there by Toph. It's a trade fest here as Faded takes down Low-Key Serial in a 1 versus 2. He can't do it though. Wichita Wolves looking indestructible so far on this coast, or clubhouse. There's so many C's. Great job there from Faded. Nice shot, and Wichita Wolves will walk away with their 3rd round here. Great round, especially from Mental on the Jaeger. Able to get away with 2 opening picks, not even refragged until the very end, and Premier really getting stalled out there on their push. It's going to be another round here for the team in blue, the Wichita Wolves, and they'll be able to go down to Church Arsenal.
So that was, you know, Premier not even opting to go for that wall into CCTV. Just making a push from Jacuzzi side. I'm not even sure if we saw IQ go below at all. Mental was, or she was the first to get picked off there by Mental.
Yeah, rather unfortunate start there from them, and I honestly think it was just the fact that they didn't get underneath control. They were scared of that hatch. Nobody was in stock to get Kaid out of his position, and he was just able to have a field day downstairs as a result. Really nothing was stopping him that entire round, and it led to a round victory. Round number 4 gonna get underway for Wichita Wolves and Premier. So far this has been such a great game from Wichita, and they're looking to head into this. I'm pretty sure Premier at this point, they need to take every single round if they want to get 3rd place, because, or sorry, 2nd place, because the round differential, even if Premier win this, it doesn't matter because they'll have the same record as Unreal Nightmare. So right now Premier literally, in order to get 2nd, must win every single round past this point.
And not only for the placements, just to make it easier on themselves tonight, going into their defensive side. If you're down, you know, 6-0, the momentum swing is very hard to get back into your favor.
Absolutely. I mean, even a 5-1 can be brutal.
Absolutely, yeah.
C4 pop by Devil, and that's not going to make it smart. That just leaves Faded and Trash with C4s remaining. Didn't land Devil. I'm not sure if he's running TCSG, because TCSG hasn't really been the popular choice as of recent due to its buff, or nerf rather. Trash has been playing it to a T, but I'm not sure about the Goyo. I would have to figure out later. I don't think he was running it earlier. I think he was running Vector. Yeah.
Okay, holding an angle at the bottom of the stairs there.
I mean, so far, this has just been pretty slow for Premier once again. Mental might get caught out here by Loki's angle that you mentioned here, sitting inside a secret, but he's going to be patient. Something that Mental does really well so far that we've seen is just he's able to get away with picks that you just wouldn't expect. That's he's able to take these gunfights even if they're disadvantaged. They just come out of nowhere, and it can kind of put a toll on Premier who don't expect it, and then they end up not getting the refrag. First time around, the gunfight that he took against Jello, I'm really shocked that he ended up winning that one against a G8 holding an angle. But
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, typically when an ACOG is holding an angle and you don't have an ACOG, it's not going to end up well for you. But Mental was able to get it there, and he's been looking unstoppable right now.
Premier, however, really getting into this. They have a lot of space to work with, but the amount of mute jammers and Kaid shenanigans going on might just not give Premier that space that they need. They have opened the kitchen hatch, but last time around, they dropped the hatch. They were just met with C4 after C4, and now on top of that, you can see Pulse Wall completely opened up, and there's somebody playing inside of Moto to watch that. So if a drop happens right now by Premier without coverage, this might be the round once again for Wichita Wolves. Premier now looking to make some space as they make their way down the main stairs.
These mute jammers also having such a huge impact on Premier's droning, being able to drone out and still have time to make a push. We've seen a lot of their pushes happening within the last, 10 seconds of the round. Just unable to really get precise locations, and a Nitro Cell's going to come out there. Wow, the double pick from the Nitro Cell.
Trash opening up here. Low-key getting his own double as someone is dropped inside of dirt, but he's dropped as a result. It's going to be a 1 versus 3, and he can't do it. Cello trying his absolute best, but Wichita Wolves absolutely eating alive Premier. They are out of second place contention at this point. They're just playing for glory now.
And we have to talk about Trash Meister and his Nitro Cells and just his overall play right now.
Absolutely. Actually,
two there at the bottom of the stairs.
So I think I'm wrong. So Premier this is their last round. I was wrong. I thought, okay, so this is the last round that Premier have. They have to win every single round past this point in order to make it to second place. And if they make second place, essentially, they won't have to play in the play-in into the quarterfinals. If you don't know how it works, the first place and second place from both the Raven and the Rogue Conference. Right now, Wichita Wolves are first place in the Rogue Conference, and Premier are just a little bit behind in third. They make it to the quarterfinals automatically, but there's a play-in. So there's obviously 4 quarterfinals, and there's 4 teams that already automatically make it for their placement in the regular season. So the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place from both Raven and Rogue will have to play in a play-in. That play-in determines if they make it to the quarterfinals or not. And basically, Premier have to win every single round past this point to get into second place. If they win this game, they will be tied with Unreal Nightmare, who are currently in second. But obviously, as far as I know, and I could be incorrect about this, but most leagues go by round differential as their next statistic if records are equal, in which Premier and Unreal would be. And Premier are -1 in round differential, while Unreal Nightmare are +1. So essentially what this means is that Premier, actually they would have to, so at this point they can't guarantee it. I'm not sure what the next statistic is after round differential, but last round if Premier would have won that, they would still be in the contention of beating Unreal Nightmare if they obviously won this game by round differential. But now they're not in that spot anymore. They'll be tying Unreal Nightmare in round differential, and after that I'm not sure what it is. I think it's round record, and I think Unreal Nightmare would be ahead in that game. So Premier at this point are stuck in third. Now they're just playing for hopefully a victory.
So opening up round 5 here. Opening up round 5 here. They're looking to push through Jacuzzi Wall again. We're going to see if the Electroclaw from Trashmeister is able to stump them once again. The first pick of the round going to Mental onto Jello.
Oh, this could be huge here from Devil as he finds an angle and takes down Low-Key. And now I think we'll be able to see where the Electroclaw is. Hopefully another swing right now. Wichita Wolves just taking all the gunfights. And it's a 4v2 effectively as Serial and Loki both down on Metal Balk. And there's no one to save them. Here comes Fade and he'll take down Serial. Loki not going for the withstand just yet. I think he's working on it right now. Nope, he's just, you can see him kind of jerking around in the bottom, and it's going to be a 4 versus 3, but what a huge opening right now for Wichita Wolves moving into round number 5.
And Wichita Wolves just dominating in gunfights, but Loki's going to be taken out by Faded there. Faded going onto a double kill now. So many of these gunfights so far just being absolutely won by Wichita, but Mental gets taken out there.
Nice shot there from the hard breach. As it's a 3 versus 2, but trash on very low HP. And Wichita Wolves, while Premier have that sort of, they don't have too much of a man disadvantage. It's just one dude. They don't have any map control to boot. Not a single wall is open for them. You can see that Tove has both exothermic charges, and Serial was killed off extremely early. So right now this is a rough position to be in, and you have 2 guns, Trashmeister and A21 Mayo, trained on this Logi hatch. A drop gonna come on out here as both players fall, and A21 Mayo just gonna make it light work. As he takes
so good.
The Alda is gonna.
So oh my goodness, the Alda.
He just rips apart the Premier attack, and now, with all those really weird and really complicated statistics behind, it is safe to say that Wichita Wolves will keep their first place, and Premier will keep their third.
Absolutely, and Premier just needs to take at least one round here before the switch. We talked about how daunting going into the second half can be when you're down by 4 rounds. But if you are down 6, it's just not looking too good.
I mean, it's hard already. You're down 4-0, 5-0 actually. Down 5-0 is just way too much to handle at this point. It is defense, but really 5 rounds in a row is there's nothing. There's no excuse you can make out of that. Premier really just not playing their best game of Siege right now. And Wichita Wolves, quite the opposite.
Absolutely. And I mean, I'm sure at this point the difference in comms and attitude from both teams is just significant. Knowing, being a part of the Siege community, going down that many rounds and losing that momentum can be tough. It has adverse effects on players and their mood. Obviously, at this level of Siege, it's so important to be able to rally and pull your team together to at least make some sort of comeback.
I mean, I wouldn't count Premier out, but the fact that they dropped 5 rounds is just more than heartbreaking. Low key here. Mental right behind this window. Will get spotted out. Mental. He doesn't even need frags at this point. It's just the fact that he's able to be a presence in the minds of Premier is just working out so well here. A21 Mayo currently working on rotates here, as that is an interesting angle. I didn't know you could break that bookshelf. Mental, however.
That back to silver with me.
Mental getting away with the first kill here. It's Jello again. He's just found himself in so many opening death situations here. Currently 0-6 on the scoreboard, dying every single round without a single response, and that is rough from a G8A1 player here. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot from Mental. He can't run out, and he knows that, but he's holding this window to a team. But low-key, he's definitely been showing up here for Premier. He's able to walk away with that kill onto Jaeger. Just a little bit damaged, so I wouldn't even say walking away, but rather limping away.
Right.
He's recovered diffuser. It's a 4 versus 3, but how much of Premier's attack is drained now without that IQ and without that thermite?
Right. We talk about Jello and how he's been pretty much the opening pick here for a few consecutive rounds. And, he's playing such a useful operator for attacking. And that's Devil getting a pick onto low key there. That Alda, here we go.
Here we go. We already know what's happening. We already know what's happening. Devil, come on, Devil. Come on, man. I've seen you hit these before. You got this. I believe in you. Devil, this is the Devil. This is the horniest man on Twitter. You can hit these shots, man. Make it count. Let's go. I believe in you, Devil.
Is that confirmed? Do we have confirmation on that?
Based on statistics, let's say.
Okay. That's your talent. All right, that makes sense.
He sees the shadow. No, Devil, you have an Alda. He won't get the kill on a Serial. It's gonna be a 3 versus 2. Now Serial swinging in here into. Oh, and the C4 again.
Goodness.
It is
This
just.
man is
What?
the Nitro Cell King. The Nitro Cell King has been crowned tonight.
That is 5 C4 kills now on the mark here for the Kaid. 5! And 2 of them are double kills.
Trashmeister not looking so much like trash right now.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. His trash can shooting game, though, on a different level right now. Absolutely on a different level. Holy buckets, as the kids would say.
I can only hope that he's, yelling Kobe or Yeet in comms at this point.
Yeah, he just makes his mark. And honestly, it comes down to the way the Premier are playing. Let's turn this on a little bit of a more depressing note for Premier, at least. They are really clumped up on their attacks. The fact that Trash has been able to get away with 2 C4s just like that. Right. And the fact that Wichita Wolves are able to focus all their guns on one single garage door and know that a push is coming on there just shows how Premier are playing. They don't have a diverse push. They always push together, and if it doesn't work out, they keep on hammering away at that. That's the reason why Mental was able to get away with 2 kills on the secret window. You could have just recovered the diffuser at that point, made it safe because you know there's a claymore there, maybe prone if you would. Just recover the diffuser and not take gunfights. It could have been just 1 kill that Mental got away with, but he got away with 2, and had he not lost the gunfight against Loki, it could have been a different story.
Absolutely. Losing, Jello that early and IQ being such a useful operator in terms of calling things out for the team, really getting rid of a lot of, defender utility. Was really unfortunate. We didn't even see them when Wichita was on defense. We didn't even see them really push towards the CCTV side or try and clear out that roam beneath. We saw them go from Jacuzzi's wall each time.
Right. I mean, they really hammered away at that Jacuzzi wall. It's the definition of insanity. I don't say that a lot when I cast, but I've said it before, and it only comes around in special occasions, and that's when Premier are doing plays like that. It's gonna be what looks like a rush down blue.
I haven't heard anybody say that since my mom probably 3 years ago, and back in the teen years, really.
Here comes Mental, Devil, and Trash as they move their way down here. A push with a Montaigne can be super effective right now. As you can see, they're not even really focused on pushing that Montaigne first. They know that is completely free. Great drone work so far from Wichita Wolves. There is a mute jammer, and it looks like an SSG room is in place here, at least what looks to be when the operator lineup. But here comes Wichita Wolves as they storm away with 2 kills here, as Trash going for the plant. And the retake here with the 2 drone denial operators. 45 seconds left. 2 C4s. Let's see if they can make it work here. Shot not landing onto Devil. What? Wow. It's going to be a flawless to end it here. Wichita Wolves not only walking away with a flawless game, but a flawless round to boot. As they will...
That's like Thermite 839 shots there.
That is just depressing to see here. Premier. We were talking about, here's all this math. What happens if they try and make second? They didn't even come close. A 7-0 from the Wichita Wolves. I would love to do an interview, but it seems like Upsurge doesn't really do that here. We don't do that here. So congratulations to Wichita Wolves just taking away this dub. Absolutely ruthless from them.
That was just unfortunate for Premier. Obviously have some work to do and regroup. The attacking side, we didn't really get to see much of the defending side from Premier, but we saw what could have gone better. We saw how clumped up they were when attacking. Those nitro cells from Trashmeister absolutely doing work.
That was, I mean, you're right. There's nothing else to say about that. It's just the fact that Premier positioned the way that they did just allowed for those C4s to land their mark. And Trash, he was predicting a very predictable team, to say the least, and it definitely helped out in the end. Here you'll see Wichita Wolves on your screen taking that dub as outlined by the green bar above or under their name. But Premier, they're not done. They have the playoffs ahead of them, but moving into the playoffs after an 0-7 loss, that'll take a toll in a lot of different ways here. Wichita Wolves will secure a 5-0 in the group stage. They went undefeated.
They have a lot to prove now going into playoffs, really. Coming off of, being beat 7-0. Unfortunate, but still doable, with the right IGL and the right, practice and just reviewing footage, it's definitely doable.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't count Premier out just yet. They've seen some promise in other games. That's why they're third place, but just not the way to go out. That's really not what you wanted at the end of the season. This isn't that last hoorah that you wanted to end off in the regular season. We're not done just yet for them, but still, what an absolutely destructive game there. Wichita Wolves walking away with their last game, or our first and last game of the night here, with a 7-0 victory to tally on a flawless round at the end, a 5-0 in their regular season. Literally all three. They've gotten the triple double, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it, but a 7-0 has happened. They have won undefeated in the Rogue Conference group, and that's it. They will just walk away with an absolute murder tonight.
Yeah, and the spirits are high tonight for them, for sure, for Wichita Wolves.
You can see the chat right now. I'm actually just watching them as they're watching this final round, just absolutely exploding right now.
Right, yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
It's going to be a GG coming on out. Congrats to Wichita Wolves for their victory. 7-0. Thank you to Frost and Saxy Maxi, obviously joining me on the production here. Maxi, I guess Frost can't talk, so Maxi, any plugs that you want to put out there?
I don't even know my own Twitter handle, to be honest with you. I'd probably plug that. But Jasmine, I gotta say, it's been an honor, man. I'm so happy that I was able to join you today. Looking forward to more casting opportunities. That's gonna be it for me, really.
Sign this man, ladies and gentlemen. He wants more opportunities. So congrats to Wichita on their 7-0 victory. I've been Jasmine. This has been Saxy Maxi. Thank you to Frost for joining us over on the observing booth, if you will. And good night, everybody. Congratulations to Wichita Wolves.
Good night.